Hey everyone, I'm Hunter Reis.
And I'm Terrena Scannel, and welcome to the first Common Agenda of the year.
Welcome back to the first episode of Common Agenda, the show that brings you the news, upcoming events, and more craziness from in and around Emerson College. I'm so excited to be one of your hosts for the Monday episode of Common Agenda. I will help guide you through the crazy, amazing, and sometimes overwhelming world of Emerson College. Now, on to the news. If it wasn't enough that Emerson students have a reputation for being amazing and talented, we aren't the only ones. Our faculty is incredible too. Waiko Lin, one of the newer faculty members on campus, is representing the Emerson community in China this week at both the Golden Rooster Awards and the 100 Flower Wall Film Festival. Lin is the head writer of the romantic comedy 100 Days, a film in which a young man has just 100 days to get married after the death of his mother, in keeping with Taiwanese tradition. Keep your eyes peeled for the results of that one, and good luck, Waiko. Don't worry, not all of the exciting news is so far away. Have you spotted Boston Magazine this week? In it, you can see a profile on Emerson College for being social media savvy. The mag called Emerson Twitterific and highlighted some of what makes our official and student social media so great. Naturally, this means they talked about the creativity of the student body as well as the school's ability to stay on top of new updates and trends to boost Emerson's media presence. And you can't talk about promoting the school without talking about Ron Burgundy's legendary visit to campus last year, so the article did just that. Move over, Jack Sparrow. Modern-day pirate movies are all the rage right now. With the success of Captain Phillips, Tom Hanks is the new Johnny Depp. Not one to miss out on the trend, Emerson alum Cutter Hodirn, class of 2006, has won the directing award for this year's Sundance Film Festival for his modern-day pirate film, Fishing Without Nets. The film is about a Somali pirate who turns to a life of crime to better provide for his family. And if that's not cool enough, it was shot over 77 days in Kenya and on the Indian Ocean. Congratulations, Cutter. Emerson's athletics department hasn't had a new logo since the school was founded in 1880. Imagine wearing the same jockstrap for 124 years. In their quest to freshen up, the athletics department is asking for artistically inclined students to submit their designs for the Lions' first official universal logo. Details and sample pictures can be found at the Emerson Lions website, emersonlions.com, and submissions are due October 5th at 8 p.m. And now let's send it over to Claire Parker with Focus on Film.
Hi, I'm Claire Parker, and this is Focus on Film. Today, I'm with Julia Morera, a third-year film production major. She's currently working on her film 2, called Apartment 5B. Julia, tell us a bit about the plot.
Well, the plot of the film is about a couple who gets a new next-door neighbor, and the neighbor turns out to make a lot of noise, be really loud, and it drives the couple insane to the point where they plot to kill the neighbor.
Wow, that sounds intense.
Yeah.
Well, you're the producer. What do you have to do as producer?
Basically, my job so far has been to find the location, which is in Concord, New Hampshire, where I live. So we're going to be shooting in my house and in my friend's house, and a lot of the actors are my friends from back home, so that'll be really fun, and I'm excited to cook food for everyone with my mom.
That's a great setting. Well, I hear you're still looking for a lead actress. What are you looking for in this lead?
Well, we're looking for someone who looks normal on the outside, but has the ability to be really, really crazy.
I cannot wait to see the final product. Thank you so much for sitting with us today. Good luck with production, and we can't wait to see. This has been Common Agenda's Focus on Film. See you next time.
Hello and welcome. I'm your in-studio correspondent, Nate Munich, and here in studio with me are Willie and Gabby. So, welcome. Tell us what you represent and why you're here today.
We represent ISIS Magazine. We're an intersectional feminist and lifestyle magazine. We're the only feminist magazine on campus. We've been around for about 2 years, and we're currently in the process of getting student government recognized.
Interesting. So tell us how your magazine got its name.
Well, ISIS Magazine got its name 2 years ago when our founders decided that a great feminist role model for us to name our magazine after would be the Egyptian goddess Isis, through whom all life goes through in Egyptian mythology. So they decided this was someone who was a positive figure historically and globally that we could model ourselves after when we did our feminist work.
Okay. If someone wanted to get involved, how would they do that?
Well, we already did our application process for this year, but the best way for people to get involved is to just read our magazine. Like us on Facebook, it's just ISIS Magazine. We also accept submissions, so if people are interested in submitting articles, stories, art, they can go to our website, which is just isis-mag.com, and there's a submit button there. We also accept them through our email, which is isismagazineemerson@gmail.com.
So let's start with a little bit of background. What is your position and background in the magazine?
Well, I'm one of the 2 editors-in-chief, a WOP junior. Whoop, whoop. I started at the magazine 2 years ago when I submitted an article entitled "The Race Problem at Emerson," and it really dealt with my issues at this campus when I started as a freshman. And from there, I moved forward and joined the staff, and then recently just became an editor-in-chief.
And so let's just finish up with you, with our last moments. Tell us a little bit about your role and what you do.
I'm a sophomore WOP. I'm also the other editor-in-chief. I was an editor last year, and then I've always been interested in feminist issues. So when I heard that the founder was looking for a new editor-in-chief, I jumped on the idea, and here I am.
All right. Well, that's all the time we have left for today. Thanks for watching. And now we're going to hear from Melanie Camacho with After Emerson.
Guys, it's Mel from After Emerson. We're gonna go talk to John, who actually graduated last year, and he invented his own soda. It's called Temple Twist. Let's go talk to him. We're here with John, who actually graduated last year and started his own soda. But what? It's called Temple Twist. So John, can you tell us a little bit about your all-natural cherry soda?
Yes, so Temple Twist is the world's first certified organic Shirley Temple that bottles the original classic taste of the iconic Shirley Temple with a fresh organic twist.
That we all love.
Yes, everyone loves Shirley Temples. I especially loved them as a young kid, and I was aggravated because I couldn't really get them anywhere except for restaurants. And I tried to buy the grenadine at home and made it with ginger ale and Sprite and all the other stuff, but it gets really messy with all this syrup, and it's just a ton of calories. So as I grew up, I thought there has to be a way to bottle the same taste organically. I went to Emerson, and I was a marketing major with a minor in entrepreneurial studies. And the E3 program here is a year-long study program where you pitch an idea and you basically bring it from conception to the end of it, having a tangible product to show. And my product was Classic Red at the time with the original taste organic twist. It's the same product. However, since then I won $10,000 worth of prizes, $5,000 in cash, and $3,000 in legal services, and $2,000 in PR. And so I used that money to create what is now Temple Twist LLC and Temple Twist right here.
Is this the coolest because they're having you?
Yeah.
So what advice would you give to future or current Emersonians?
At Emerson, I did a whole bunch of different things, and I think it's really important to get involved here and figure out what you love, because at Emerson we have different majors, but we don't really like to constrict ourselves to that thing because it secondly isn't simply just marketing.
Right.
So I would say just getting involved, really seeing the different resources that Emerson has also academically. If I didn't do the E3 program, that minor, then I wouldn't have this degree here today.
And what can we see for the future for Temple Twist?
Yeah, so this is Temple Twist here. It's 750 milliliters. And what we have next is a 12-ounce bottle, which will be much smaller. You'll see a refreshed logo that pops a bit more with the white cherry and the stem of that twist. Right now we have 2 cherries that they're 6 twists together as one. And it'll have a white twist off cap and a fun bottle story on it that we'll kind of talk about why we made it.
And what's the goal for Temple Twist? Are you trying to get Whole Foods on it?
Yeah, no, definitely. I would love to see it in Whole Foods, other natural retailers, also boutique grocery stores, coffee shops, hotels for kids. Also, you'll see it in craft cocktail bars doing mixed drinks with it in the future. And you might see a further twisted version of Temple Twist with some alcohol in it in the future as well.
Whoa.
Yeah.
That's gonna be a hit. Well, thanks so much for joining today, John. If you want to drink your Temple Twist, be sure to get it at 143 Mont, like John said. And hopefully you'll see it in the next one day. Bye, guys. Thanks.
Bye.
All right, Emerson people, we still have the upcoming events for this week at Emerson. I know you were so close to getting to class on time, but stick around with us for the upcoming events, and I'm sure your teachers will understand. Mark your calendars, people. October 1st is one of this month's immunization clinic dates. For those of you who have procrastinated and still need to get your immunizations all worked out, this is the perfect opportunity. You don't even need an appointment to get your vaccine, so be sure to take advantage of that. Just head over to 216 Tremont Street between 5 and 6:30 to get everything taken care of. Anybody covered by the college's insurance plan is eligible for the clinic, and students covered by private insurance are also covered, but be sure to pay your fees in advance. Check out the Center for Health and Wellness website for more information. Are you fed up with the limited selection of majors Emerson offers? Sure, we have film production and marketing, but have you ever wished you could major in something more interesting, like being a news show's host or a magician? Well, now you can. Be sure to attend the individually designed interdisciplinary program student panel. You'll hear from current Emerson students who've created their own majors practically out of thin air, like magicians. The panel is on October 1st from 6 p.m. to 7:30 in the Bright Family Screening Room. Come check it out. Theater goers and laughter lovers, listen closely. Appearing at the Green Theater inside the Tufte building starting on October 2nd is Anything to Declare, directed by Benny Ambush. The show follows an early 20th century family who are shocked to find their daughter and her new husband, a count, haven't exactly sealed the deal yet, even a whole month after their wedding. The count is under pressure to give his mother-in-law a grandson, and chaos ensues as he pursues the promised land. The show is only on until October 5th, so be sure to buy your tickets ASAP. They're only $8 for the Emerson community. October 3rd at 1 p.m. is a pretty convenient time to go to a presentation on An Inconvenient Truth, right? I mean, what else will you be doing on October 3rd that's more important than educating yourself on climate change? Responding to climate change across the globe and across your campus is an updated presentation on An Inconvenient Truth, led by Emerson alumni and Al Gore climate leader Joseph Mantle. He'll teach you all about what you can do to help prevent global warming. The presentation will be on October 3rd from 1 to 2:30 p.m. in the Semmel Theater. Be sure to stay for the reception with the speakers in the Semmel lobby after the presentation.
From all of us here at Common Agenda, wishing you a wonderful rest of the day. Go stroll around the common, pet a squirrel, run from the bees. Enjoy the day.
We've got another brand new episode coming at you on Wednesday with Chantel and Lauren, so get ready for more laughs and excitement when we hit the airwaves then. See you next time.